Hello and welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Grand Arena Championships, Season 12, Week 2, Round 1. My name is Boma Fett. I'm 3-0, so I won all 3 matches in Week 1. In fact, I won every match in Season 11 as well, so I've got a pretty good win streak going right now. Let's see who stands in the way of continuing that. Modius. Let's take a quick look at the hotbot for a comparison. Alright, here on the hotbot you can see I have a lot of the green on my side, but there is some red over here on Modius's side. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. So here in the stats you can see that Modius's stats are much lower than mine in every category. What stands out to me is clears only 32, but defends 201. So while wins are 3 times less than mine, the defends are only about 50% less. And so Modius plays a defensive game when he plays. Looking at the GAC history, it looks like Modius often sets defense, but then never attacks. So we'll see if that happens this time. Here in the roster summary, you can see that I have 270,000 more GP than Modius, and I have slightly higher GP in top 80 and top 65. This is really unusual for me. Until this season, I was almost always matched up with people with much higher GPs than me. And suddenly I'm getting matched up with people with slightly lower GPs, but with better rosters. You can see that I have 8 more Zetas than Modius, but Modius actually has more speed at the top of the roster than I do. Again, this is unusual. Usually I outspeed my opponents, but not this time. Gear 13s, I do have 3 more Gear 13 characters, but Modius has triple the number of Gear 12s, 11 to 33. Gear 11 and above, I have 78, and Modius has 75, so pretty even as far as the usable portion of the roster. But again, Modius does have more in the Gear 12, Gear 13 range, and most of mine are in the Gear 11 range. Here in the mods, you can see this is where that speed advantage is coming from at the top of the roster. And in the relics, even though I have 3 more relic characters, Modius actually has more total relic levels. And that's because Modius has 5 tier 7 relic characters. I don't have any. My highest is a tier 6. Scrolling down, you can see neither one of us has a Galactic Legend or Jedi Luke, but I do have General Skywalker. He's only gear 10, so he's not great so far, but I do have him. Scrolling down further, you can see I actually do have faster Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan, but he's got a much faster Darth Malak. He's got a faster Wat Tambor. Here you can see more speeds where he's definitely got superior mods to me. We each have both the Negotiator and the Malevolence, but we're kind of opposites. I have a 7-star Negotiator and a 5-star Malevolence. He has a 7-star Malevolence and a 5-star Negotiator. Let's go back to the game and take a closer look at Modius's roster. Here you can see that Modius uses Darth Revan in the arena with Kylo Ren unmasked, and Malevolence in the Fleet arena. Now we just saw that he also has a 5-star Negotiator, but if we look here at his capital ships, you'll see he also has a 4-star Finalizer. So he actually has good capital ships here. I have a feeling he'll be able to field better fleets than I can. Over to his character roster. Here are the 15 relic characters, and the thing that jumps out to me are all the First Order characters. Phasma, First Order Executioner, Officer, and both Kylo Rens. This suggests that Modius is going after Supreme Leader Kylo. We also have those Sith Empire characters, along with a couple of Rebels, a couple of Galactic Republic, General Grievous, and Wampa. Scrolling down into the Gear 12s, there's nothing really here that jumps out as being unusual or maybe shouldn't be Gear 12. Down into the Gear 11s, again, we've still got some very solid characters here. And into the Gear 10s and Gear 9s. Down here at Gear 8 is where we find 5s and ARC Trooper. At Gear 4, we've got Rex and the Mando. Down here at Gear 1, we've got General Veers, so I don't have to worry about facing troopers. 3PO and Chewie is here. Wicket is here. So overall, I would say this is a very solid roster. There's nothing that jumps out at me as being a huge hole. You're always, at this GP, you're always going to have a few squads that are a little bit undergeared, but there's nothing that's terribly undergeared here that should be geared up. So very good job by Modius in constructing the roster. You combine that with all of the mods, and this is going to pose a very serious challenge for me. Let's take a look at the defense that I set. I'm a little irritated with myself because I was kind of on autopilot as I was setting my defense, and I just had a brain fart and forgot the double ships in the back, which means that that top is a lot more banners than the bottom. Just from the bonuses, Conquer 210, Conquer 186, that's 396 for those Conquers. On the bottom, it's 180 in the back and 180 in the front. That's only 360. So there's 36 more banners available on the top, and that doesn't even include the fact that ship battles can get you more banners overall. So here I put Darth Revan and Newt. In the back, I've put Phoenix and a really bad Resistance squad. Up top, I've got my General Grievous, my Bosk, and my shop clones. Now, I just showed you that I've got my General Skywalker up to Gear 10, so I really wanted to put General Skywalker on defense with my clones, and I just completely forgot. I haven't saved that squad yet, and so when I was looking through my saved squads to pick out my defense, it wasn't there, and I just completely forgot about it. I set 2 really bad fleets here, the same ones I was setting in the first week. So we were about 22 hours out from the attack phase. We will come back tomorrow, and we will see what kind of defense Modius sets for me. All right, let's check out the defense that Modius has set for me. So up in this top zone, we have Night Sisters, we have Bounty Hunters, and then we have this Relic First Order squad with Watt. So that's pretty tricky putting Watt in there. In the bottom zone, we've got Jedi Revan and Padme, and each only has 1 Relic character on the squad. Okay, I am going to go formulate my plan, and I will come back in just a bit to make my attacks. Okay, we are going to start with the Padme squad. I'm going to take in my Palpatine. This can be a tricky counter because if I take anybody below 50% health, then Anakin is going to get a counterattack. And so I have to be careful when I'm using Darth Vader's Merciless at the beginning of the battle that I don't do that. Alright, so here we go. Vader starts off first with a Force Crush, and then goes Merciless. We're going to get ability blocks. And then do another Force Crush to get more debuffs on Anakin. And then we throw the saber. Anakin's gone. And Fracture GK to get rid of the taunt. start working on everybody else. Let's get Fear over here on Shock. See if we can get some stuns. Get some more debuffs out there. We'll give this back to Vader, try and see if we can get to Merciless a little more quickly. Let's put a Shock on GK. And Merciless again. We'll do another Force Crush. We'll kill Padme. And ability block on Shock T. Sorry about the notifications. Amateur hour. Amateur hour. All right, 60 banners. Now against this Jedi Knight Revan, we're going to take our own Padme squad. Now I've got General Skywalker available. I could throw him in here, but I think I'm going to try using him with my Jedi Knight Revan. Oh, they marked Padme. That's bad. Okay. We'll go after Yoda here. And let's get some protection up. Let's get more protection up. We've already procced Savior, so let's go ahead and go after Jolie. Oh, bye-bye Jolie. Let's get rid of Yoda. And let's get rid of Revan. Oh, I missed. Kick to the face. Bye-bye Revan. This is not going to be great banners. But it's sometimes tough to get good banners against Jedi Revan. I'll do the AoE. $55 banners. I'm okay with that. We'll see what's in the back. We have Ewoks and Geonosians. Okay, I've got counters for each of those, so that's good. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. We're going to take Nest here. We're going to do Nest and Hermit Yoda against the Ewoks. $62 banners there. And there's Chromium. Against the Geonosians. We'll go with Traya. And I'm going to throw in a couple of extras just in case, just to take some of the hits. I wonder if my Night Sisters could take out these Geos. I do need that Night Sister feat still. Old Daka could revive anybody who dies. I don't know, it's pretty risky though. If I knew that my opponent wasn't going to clear me, that would be one thing. But I'm just not comfortable with that. Okay, let's take Sith Trooper and Stormtrooper Han. Of course, they go right after Sith Trooper. Stormtrooper Han will taunt, but it doesn't really matter. Let's get the Isolate here. Pass this to Nihilus. Let's get some pain out there. Spy is open. Let's see if we can almost. Go ahead and get rid of the Alpha. And let's get rid of Poggle. Let's just hope that Spy doesn't one-shot anybody. Held by Hatred. And there we go, 53 banners. Not great on banners, but you got to do what you got to do against the Geos, right? Okay, I'm wondering if my Night Sisters could take out those bounty hunters. I know that that can be very risky, because the bounty hunters can kill where you can't revive. I've still got another couple of rounds in which to get the feat, so we're going to go ahead after this First Order squad with Jedi Revan, and I'm going to take in Gas as my fifth here. Taunting tech went out, but because of Revan, I can ignore that. Let's go ahead and get rid of Watt. Spread the buffs. Let's go ahead and get rid of him if we can. Almost. There we go. Let's take out Officer and Executioner. And 59 banners. I don't care how relicked out your First Order is, they are going to crumble when faced with Jedi Knight Revan. Against these Night Sisters, we're going to take our first order with Watt. With the Taunting Tech on Kylo Ren Unmasked. Oh, that's a fast Talzin. She got out before Watt got his second piece of tech out. That's quick. We'll put the weapons tech on Executioner. And now let's go after Mother Talzin here. Okay, she's dead and she's not coming back. Try all you want, Daka. She's not coming back. Pass this to... Oh, let's pass it to Kylo Ren. See if we can generate some more turn meter. I really need Watt to have another turn so that he can get out another piece of gear. There we go. We'll give this to Hux to help him heal. Alright, well, Executioner must have gotten that kill because she didn't get revived. We'll go ahead and stun Zombie. Okay, now that annoys me. Zombie is stunned, and so Zombie didn't get to take a turn, but the taunt still went on Zombie. That's really... I think that's a bug. Oh, I didn't mean to kill Talia. Okay, Executioner. There we go. I'd like to heal up Watt, so I'm going to waste a little time here. Okay, Watt's healed up. Let's go ahead and go after Daka. Almost got her. Oh, I should have given that to Executioner. That was dumb. Here we go. And 60 banners. Bounty Hunters. We're going to go short-handed here with CLS. Get an undersized victory. We're going to stun Bosk. And then we're going to switch over to Boma Fett. Do an ability block. Didn't get the ability block on Django. Let's see if we can stun Django. Excellent. Okay, now we'll go after Greedo. There's the taunt. And this should get rid of the taunt. He's so low I might as well kill him. I'd like to get Chewie healed up, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So this will be a 59. Let's see what fleets are in the back. We've got Negotiator and we've got Home 1. I think I'm going to have to mirror match these. I'm not sure my Home 1 can beat his Home 1. Let me make sure I chose the right one. We're going to go ahead and go undersized here. Let's go ahead and get the buff immunity on Houndstooth. Of course it doesn't land. Of course not, because it's GAC. It almost always lands in Arena. But in GAC, it rarely lands. Really frustrating. Of course, he got his buff immunity. Forget the fact that both of my guys are higher relic. In fact, his guys aren't relicked at all, but alright, let's get rid of all these debuffs. Take out Houndstooth. Let's get rid of the Y-Wing. Call in Snips. We should get rid of the Houndstooth. Put the buff immunity out there. Anakin could not go stealth because of the buff immunity. Oh, the Ebon Hawk. That's one that I do not have. Y-Wings. Alright, well that was a much rougher battle than it could have been. 59 banners is not good. It all comes down to that buff immunity right at the beginning against the Houndstooth. This is another reason that we shouldn't have two fleets on defense at this level, because fleets is so RNG dependent. And if you lose a battle, you don't have anything left to clean up with. I'm actually going to do Boma Fett. Okay, this is for all the marbles. What does this do? Okay, there we go. I like that. Oh no. All right. What are they bringing in? Of course, Phantom. That's what I'm going to bring in as well when I get the chance. Bye-bye, Biggs. Bring in our own Phantom. Do a big hit. Ho, 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 ho. Talk about a big hit. And in comes Ghost. Bye-bye, Ghost. What does this do? Target lock for 2 turns. That puts the taunt there on Biggs. What does this do? Oh, almost got rid of the Falcon there. This should do it. All right, 61 banners. So there is the full clear. 2114 is my total. I will come back tomorrow and see how Modius does against my defense. I'm on a break at work, so I decided to go in and see if Modius had attacked yet. And it doesn't look like he did from here, but when I go in, he's actually taken a shot at my bounty hunters and lost. He was able to take out Mando, but that's it. He has not done any other attacks, and given his GAC history, I don't expect him to make any more attacks. He knows that I got the 1-shot full clear, and so 1 loss is enough to make it so that he can't win. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. My final score is 2114. Modius has an 830. That could change. And so I'll update in the comments if Modius comes back and attacks and puts up a score. But either way, I've got this one. So I appreciate the match from Modius, and I appreciate you all watching. Thank you very much. I will see you next round.